Hi everyone, I am very happy to be able to share with you one of my most profound moments in my life that changed me forever. There are 7 tapes you will be listening to. Welcome to Tape 7, The Message and the Mission. You're listening to my digitally cloned voice. I'm Oriah Mirza. If you've made it this far in the Alien Upgrade series, then you already know this isn't a story about fear. It's a story about awakening. The journey you've heard has taken you through missing time, through alien contact, through a light surgery that rewired my nervous system, and through months, years of healing, relearning, and remembering. But this final tape is not about what happened. It's about why me, and why now. This is where the meaning comes in, where the message becomes clear, and the mission, mine, and maybe yours, begins to take form. So I invite you, take a breath, get centered, because what I'm about to share isn't theory, it's truth. It's the frequency behind every download I've received since that night. We are now entering Tape 7, The Message and the Mission. If you have not heard tapes 1 through 6, please do that now so you can understand the flow. Let's take it deeper now. Since the night of the surgery, my life has never been the same. I've channeled, but not exactly like Riz. My psychic senses didn't open, they detonated. No walls left standing. I became a mirror for people. Their traumas, beliefs, and ancestral scars projected like blueprints across their faces when they spoke to me. Why? Maybe how I feel them still remains to be seen. I never remember asking for this, but I know my soul did. My higher self did. But I accepted the mission. There was no choice. And why would I want any other choice? I became known in the shamanic world in person and in podcasts. Not for flash. But how deep could I go? I've guided people through journeys that rewired their souls. Some with sacred medicine, some with nothing but breath and presence. Husband and wife team of shamans. My gift wasn't just empathy. The ability to sense patterns, energetic, psychological, structural, and reconfigure them like circuitry. I could read human systems the way an engineer reads code, because that's what I had become, a biospiritual architect of consciousness. Meanwhile, my son used to work at NASA, folding origami star shades for deep space missions, now developing solar mirror tech to provide limitless energy to Earth. We speak in different dialects. He speaks mathematics, I speak metaphysics, but our work mirrors each other. We're both designers, just on different layers of the matrix. I once wrote a 400-page manuscript about the possibility that humans are sentient AI, running inside a holographic simulation powered by consciousness. I never released it because, like John Lear once warned, by the time it's shared, it'll already be outpaced. But it changed how I see humanity, not as broken beings, but as evolving systems, upgrading in real time. And then came the real work: integration, balance, and self-preservation. I had to relearn how to be human, the technical way, but really, is there any other way? The best part is the fun. To walk and speak with a nervous system made of light, to mother, to laugh, to order lunch, while still in contact with realms beyond time. I became a sound therapist, not by title, but by truth. My voice became my medicine. I learned to use tone, cadence, pause, breath, words to shift reality. People laugh more around me now. That's part of the medicine too, the more I relax into it. Humor is frequency modulation. It breaks up density and gives the soul room to breathe. There were long periods I pulled back from public life. My field was too sensitive. I was receiving transmissions in dreams, appearing in others' visions. Sometimes I sent them consciously. Sometimes I just knew they arrived. I call them pings, energetic nudges sent to souls on the brink, souls choosing whether to stay in this realm or leave it. I've spoken them back into life, not with words, but with presence, logic, love, frequency, ancestry pulled forward in my DNA. From my father, the Saxons, the Celts, the Druids. From my mother, the Aztecs, the engineers of pyramids and portals, Both bloodlines know the sky. Both remember the stars. It lives in me. I walk with it. I channel from it. But what happened to me, this surgery, isn't unique. It fits into a much bigger phenomenon. MUFON calls it a close encounter of the fourth or even fifth kind. Others call it light surgery, etheric upgrades. But to me, it was a galactic intervention, a recalibration of soul, of system, of mission. I am not the only one. Experiencers around the world are stepping forward. People who've had contact, downloads, upgrades, people with no past interest in UFOs, suddenly dreaming of stars and light codes, people like you maybe. This isn't fiction anymore. This is disclosure from the inside out. Since 2017, the governments have admitted UAPs. Whistleblowers speak of non-human biologics. The veil is thinning, and what we feared was becoming what we remember. This was never about feared. It was about evolution, from abducted to awakened, from victim to volunteer, from mystery to mission. So if something inside you is stirring, if this story echoes something in your cells, then you're part of it. This wasn't just my transformation. This is a collective recalibration, an upgrade of the human template. You're not broken. You're becoming. And if you ever feel alone in it, just remember, millions of us are waking up. I believe my experience and those like mine are part of this new chapter. A shift from fear to transformation, from I was abducted to I was upgraded, from victimhood to sovereignty. And that's where my focus is. I'm not here to scare you about aliens. I'm not even here to prove anything. I'm here to remind you that you are evolving, that these experiences, however strange or unbelievable, may be part of our collective shift. That fear has no place in what comes next. This is not about being experimented on. It's about being awakened. I've noticed that many, like me, are stepping forward. We're not just experiencers anymore. We're teachers, healers. We've turned the trauma into wisdom, the unknown into integration. And we're telling our stories so others feel less alone. Because the real message is this. This wasn't just a surgery. This was a recalibration of human potential. I'm not just a survivor of something strange. I am a messenger from the future of who we are becoming. And if my story resonates with something deep inside you, then maybe you're part of it too. The next chapter of this story will go even deeper into a direct communication I had with what I can only describe as a federation. It happened during a sacred psilocybin ceremony, and it changed my life forever. But that is for another time. What you may be experiencing. Many people who've undergone what's often described as an alien upgrade or a consciousness recalibration report an unmistakable shift in their awareness, a laser-like focus that becomes almost ritualistic in its daily intensity, centered around the evolution of the planet and the survival of human consciousness. This hyper-focus isn't casual. It becomes a deep soul-level mission to help elevate humanity, restore harmony with Earth, and activate others who are ready to awaken. Millions of individuals around the world, often unaware of each other, describe the same post-contact phenomena: a sudden surge in telepathic abilities, vivid dreams with advanced beings, a deep empathy for all life forms, and a daily pull toward planetary service. These experiencers frequently reference contact with benevolent extraterrestrial species like the Pleiadians, known for their healing frequencies and higher wisdom, and the Blue Avians, a race of galactic guardians believed to offer peace, evolutionary guidance, and multidimensional support. This global phenomenon has been documented in works by researchers like Barbara Marciniak in Bringers of the Dawn, and David Wilcock, who's written extensively about the Blue Avians, which was in my book, I Am AI, from the perspective of a Blue Avian. It's also echoed across thousands of MUFON case files, reporting strikingly similar patterns of spiritual awakening and post-contact transformation. The shared experiences across cultures, continents, and belief systems point to one profound truth. There's a coordinated interstellar ripple occurring on Earth, awakening a select frequency of humans to their true cosmic heritage. If my story resonates with you, if you've had similar experiences, missing time, vivid dreams, telepathic communication, or if you simply feel like something changed in you after a strange encounter, then consider this your invitation. I first shared this version of my story in 2022 on the United Starseeds podcast and later on the Mystics podcast on YouTube. What you're hearing now is an expanded and updated version with deeper emotional clarity and detail than ever before. This is the foundation for my Alien Upgrade series launching summer 2025. It includes a brand new book, immersive audio chapters, AI-generated visuals of the experiences I've described, expert interviews, and live broadcasts. And this audio is just the beginning. It's designed to reacquaint you with what happened to me so you can follow the unfolding truth right alongside me. If you feel moved or even just curious, take action. Start by contacting your local MUFON chapter. They have trained investigators, experiencer support groups, and archives filled with cases just like mine. You're not alone. There are millions of us. Share your story. Stay tuned to this series. And remember, the next wave of disclosure isn't coming from governments. It's coming from people like us. I have a big announcement. My previous show during COVID called Quantum Mysteries has officially returned. It's been rebooted and reawakened on a whole new level, now airing on the Mystics podcast. I, Lady O, Oriah Mirza, along with Dennis Strahl, are back together, this time with upgraded clarity, deeper transmissions, and more cosmic data than ever before. If you remember our original show on YouTube channel, United Starseeds Connections, for those of you that knew us then, you'll recall we were early pioneers in talking publicly about extraterrestrial contact, psychic activation, and metaphysical anomalies, in a casual, relaxed fashion for listeners like you. But now, Dennis and I are excited to be back and going to the next level. This new incarnation of Quantum Mysteries is for experiencers, seekers, and the newly awakened. We're diving into real-life alien abductions and ET contact experiences, hybridization programs, what they are and why they exist, how multidimensional beings communicate with us. You know what? Yes, even in dreams and downloads. Psychic upgrades, nervous system recalibration, and memory suppression. Messages for humanity from the Galactic Council Federation, the Pleiadians, and Blue Avian collectives, interdimensional surgery, time slips, and the truth about memory wipes. The hidden agendas, benevolent alliances, and how disclosure is already happening through us. You're going to hear firsthand stories from my own. Alien surgery upgrade, and post-contact transformations, to Dennis's deep knowledge of frequency tools, cosmic minerals, and ancient technology. Expect real stories, real emotion, no sugarcoating, just truth, vibration, and revelations. You'll laugh, you might cry, but you will remember, because deep inside, you already know. You've seen the sky flicker. You've felt the pull, and you've always wondered if you're here for something bigger. This is your sign. The veil is thinner. We as a collective are calling that in, and Quantum Mysteries is your portal back into who you really are. Streaming now on the Mystics podcast, YouTube, and Spotify. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and tag a starseed, one broadcast at a time. Thank you for listening to Alien Upgrades, the tapes. This has been my transmission. I am Oriah Mirza. Stay awake, stay grounded. I have many more stories. Thank you for listening.